Let me set that to 0 there. So guys, it's been a little while since we've been back in the YouTube world. Just a lot of life stuff going on. But we are going to try to bring Straight Gangster back out for a couple races to finish up 2024. That includes, may include Dig or Die. That's in Rockingham, North Carolina. Just dropped a wrench. Rockingham, North Carolina, like December 7th and 8th, the week after Thanksgiving. And then 2 weeks after that, December 20th, we will be down in Bradenton, Florida. We got invited to the Cletus Christmas Tree Challenge. So it'll be at Bradenton Motorsports Park, same spot as the Freedom Factory. And we might try to do some extracurricular activities while we're down there in Florida. But Maddie and MVP will probably be flying in for that one. And I'll be driving from North Carolina. Well, the rig parked in North Carolina. Bring that down to Bradenton Motorsports Park, probably middle of the week or earlier in the week, and they'll fly in. But we'll probably do a little bit of testing before that. But before that, what we're getting done today, we should have pistons early December. Probably not before Dig or Die. But we have our mixed match pistons in there, and we've been 160 something mile an hour with those two mixed match pistons in there because, you know, we've been waiting a long time for pistons. But this rear end is a rear end that was in the Dirty 30. Then I cut it all apart, put it in the Homegrown Hustler, and then we got hit in the Homegrown Hustler, so I cut it all apart again, partially. And you can see these brackets down here are ground down, but we just can't use those lower holes, so the geometry just ain't ideally perfect for certain situations, but we make it work, and it works pretty dang well. So you can even see the friggin' burnt up cap there from the fire of the Dirty 30. We plan on putting that car back together sometime in 2025. We just got to get some pieces together, and you know, life stuff happens. So right now, we're gonna pop out the axles. Pop out the axles, you pull off the tire, pull off the caliper, pull off the bracket, and then since there's no C-clips in a race car, well, it shouldn't be, these 4 bolts right here hold the axle into place. The caliper bracket holds the axle into place. Ideally, in a real race car, where you have a little bit more of a budget, you have a floater axle so that the whole hub assembly here bolts on there. And then there's a shaft, a spline shaft that goes into the center section and into the hub assembly here. And if you break an axle, the tire still never comes off because it's all bolted together. But those are floating style rear ends. We don't have one of those in Straight Gangster. This is a piece that I built out of a Mosier kit. Pretty right. It's just a fabricated 9-inch kit. And built that thing 3 times now. And it's still living. And we've still gone pretty fast with it. But we might put the car on radials for the Christmas tree race at the Cletus event down in Bradenton, Florida. So that invite was pretty cool. Maddie and I have wanted to do that for a little while, and it'll be pretty cool to bring that Miley down there for it. It is their 5th annual race, December 20th at Bradenton Motorsports Park, Bradenton, Florida. So I'm gonna pop these out. We're gonna check the run out on them. Make sure they're not tweaked. I'm thinking they're tweaked slightly. We've been 160, mid 160s or something like that to the 8th with them. I'd like to go a little bit faster, but the biggest thing is I want to put Straight Gangster on a 275 radial. So if we put it on a 275 radial, there's not much of a sidewall there for forgiveness like there is in a slick. So we got to make sure there's no run out here. And Mosier just hasn't been sponsoring the stuff, the no prep racing that we do. And Strange has. And Strange has some very quality stuff. So if these axles are not perfect, we're going to be contacting Strange, since they support a lot of the small tire no prep racing that we're doing. And we're going to try to get ourselves some axles. So, see what happens here. We're going to pull them off, throw them up in the lathe, and check the run out and see if there's any wibbly wobbly to the axle flange here from the accident of the Homegrown Hustler. You wonder how they get in there. Now that we got those 4 bolts out, caliper bracket slides off. Sometimes. Then got slide the axle up. Sometimes that takes 2 hands. I had to put you guys down there to use 2 hands, but I took the 1-hour ride over to Flying Hammer. So guys, here we are with Clark at Flying Hammer. We ran over here. So guys, if you're unfamiliar, we built Straight Gangster just outside that door on my 4-post lift that's sitting out there. Right now there's a little, like a drift car, street legal drift car out there with an LS in it that the guy, one of their friends is working on. But we chucked up the long side axle. So the long side on a 9-inch is on the passenger side. That is the side that we got hit on when we were racing in Mexico, South Carolina, with the previous car, the Homegrown Hustler. So we're planning on putting radials on Straight Gangster for the Cletus invite that we got to go do the Christmas tree challenge down where we got to run 1/4 mile on a prep track. So yeah, we're going to check the run out on the axle, and we've been 160 an hour or so with these axles since then, something like that. Yeah, 100. But we're planning on trying to go fast here on radials down in Bradenton, Florida, December 20th. So we're checking the run out here. We got the center support and the axle just chucked up in the lay there with the center support. And you can see, Clark's gonna roll this over and you'll see the run out on this deal. So it's hard to see, but that's 10,000s, that's 20,000s, that's 26,000s at the worst part. And then as he goes and does the full rotation here, it's gonna come back down to about 0 to 2,000. So it's right around 23 to 26,000s of run out on the axle that we got hit on. So more than likely, we're going to have to contact Strange if I don't have another one of these axles back up in New York, or if we don't have one of these axles that we can replace this with. But I will be contacting them, but I'm quite positive that 26,000s run out on the axle right there at whatever that is, 4 inches. Well, what is it, a 4.75 bolt circle?
Yeah.
So that, yeah, it's probably right around 3 inches from the center line right there, yeah, where we're checking it. So at 25,000s on like a 28-inch tall tire, that's probably going to be a significant amount. So we probably got to toss some axles in this thing. Since a radial doesn't have the forgiveness in the sidewall that a slick does when we wrinkle a slick going down the track. So appreciate it, guys. There's a little update for you. Well, let me set that to 0 there. Actually, just bring this in.
You can turn that too.
I know, but the problem is,
yeah, get it to
my zip ties aren't all that strong. I'm not left-handed. This is weird.
Looks good.
Close enough.
Dipped a little bit.
That's 20,
20,
35, 35,000s.
Yeah. Plus
37.
Yeah.
38,000s.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah, that's run out. That's sideways run out, up and down run out. Yeah, I'd be more worried about that.
That's 38,000s of run out.
It's consistent too.
That's progressive. It's not herky jerky.
Well, you'd expect it, to.
Yeah, if it was hitting the burrs or something like that, it'd bounce.
Yeah. No. Zeroed again.
And we'll zero it. So. Hey, how have you been?
Checking stuff.
20, 10, 5.
Back to 0, but yeah, okay. Well, that's better than the other side.
20, 10, 5.
Maybe 17.
Yeah, 15 to 17 on this one.
Yeah. What's up?
It is safe to say that those axles are in pretty bad shape. So unfortunately, It looks like we're going to have to place an order, and we will be doing that through Strange Engineering, simply because they support a lot of the racing that we do. There's a good chance that we will race Dig or Die, but then it's time to get Straight Gangster ready for the Cletus Christmas Tree Challenge down in Bradenton, Florida. After getting this little home-built hot rod back together, it was time to get back to New York to have Thanksgiving with the family. Hope you guys had a happy Thanksgiving. We will see you all racing here in another week or so. Well, guys, I'm the first one here at Grandma's for Thanksgiving lunch. About 9:30 in the morning. I just rolled in from North Carolina.